Karnak temple, brother. What's the deal?
Oh man, Karnak temple is really good. It shows a very big grand temple, you know. I loved all the statues of Amun-Ra, you know, showing, you know, the size and the scope. The temple also, the twin temple at the back, which was it, Hathor? Hathor. And it was just really nice to see the colours of the pylons up above. When you look above, you see some of the old traditional colours that haven't been eroded or come away. You know, the stories that's depicted on the wall. There was some defacing, but it wasn't as heavy as other places, other temples. I enjoyed the trilogy with Amun-Ra and his wife Mut and their son Khonsu, you know, and showing a lot of the trilogy, another set of the trilogy where they got different trilogies. It's a very good temple. The size and the pylons at the beginning, the big tall walls, and showing you how they built it with the steps, with the old mud bricks that have been there since BC. You know, fascinating. There's so much information in there where you see the origins of the minarets in Islamic temples, what do you call them in churches? Steeples, where you can see where they got the prototype from. There's a lot of information there, and we need a lot of field study to go through that temple and actually decipher everything. So it was really good, and I recommend that people come down, do the field work, and actually do the research to uplift ourselves and know thyself. You know, it's a big up. Blasphemy studies, yeah, one love.
So what about Edfu temple? Because you did that yesterday. How was that?
Edfu was very nice. That was a Heru, dedicated to Heru. Yeah, that was lovely as well. A lot of defacing by the Jesuits and stuff, but you know, you can see Heru in the image, got the stories of Heru, and it was all good. It was all good. And so much. What I like is the different temples are designated to different deities or the netas, and the stories with their enemies or their stories of their victories. So each temple has its own meaning and its own dedication, its own story, and all the different netas or you know, or gods or goddesses, whatever you want to call it, have their own energies. And it, you know, once you understand the Medinetta and break it down and do the field research, it's another lesson again. It's always something to do with laws of opposites, night and day, yin and yang, you know, and understanding the whole of everything. It's very, 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 very universal.
Okay, so what about the guide? Well, how did his explanation, was that, in your opinion, how was the guide handled the information?
The guide is very good. He comes from his own perspective, and he expands if you want to expand. He explains a lot of the stories and the meanings of the stories on the walls, and to give it meaning, to give it life. He's very good. He's very good. But I would definitely say do your research as well. Do your own research, because your own research would expand your take on what is being said, you know, and learn it from the Afrocentric point of view as well, because you've got a lot of information out there is very Greek names, you know, like Osiris and Isis. You know, we're talking about Osar and Oset now, Kemet, or African names, which, you know, the real names which are on the cartouches. It's good to actually know ourselves and our own names, not from the Greek perspective, but know it as well, so we know what we're talking about, you know. So a lot of research by yourself is needed to get the understanding of the whole thing. I would definitely subscribe to that, yeah.